I'm going to give you a guided meditation, and we're going to go through all your 7 chakras. And so I'm going to say, just throw out some ideas, situations on emotions that you may be feeling. Take what resonates, toss what doesn't. And take what resonates, and I want you to feel and hone in onto that pain point that you're feeling, or that block that you're feeling. And then we're going to work. I want you to visualize working through those pain points, okay? I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. I want you to start by visualizing a bright red light at the base of your spine. That's at the butt, on your butt. It's called the root chakra. Take a deep breath in. Then breathe out. And at the foundation of your root chakra, that represents your sense of security and your stability. Take a moment at this time to acknowledge any fears that are related to your basic needs, such as money or safety. Many people have fear of not having enough money to meet their basic needs, such as housing, food, healthcare. And that can manifest in many ways, like anxiety. So I want you to think clearly on what it is down on the root chakra. You're thinking down on the base of your spine, or like on your butt. In that area, you visualize a red light down there, and all of that red light it's embodying all of that fear that you have around financial security, maybe being homeless, maybe being jobless, maybe even your physical safety, being having any fears of being harmed or having any violence. And I want you to think about all of those that have to do with, that relates with your basic needs, such as money or safety. And put it in that red ball in the base of your root chakra. I want you to imagine these fears as heavy rocks or burdens. That one big old tumbling rock of that financial insecurity, of not having a job or not feeling physically safe. I want you to grab that big rock, and I want you to start releasing those burdens. See them falling away from you and leaving. They're leaving you feeling grounded and secure. So I really want you to focus on that root chakra, the red light. And I want you to release all the burdens, the heaviness, by pulling in bright white light through that red ball. So it's kind of just like giving it a flushing those bad thoughts away, because that's all it is bad thoughts, worries. And I want you to just continue pushing that. Imagine the white light is coming from the bottom. It's coming from the bottom of you. It's like coming from the ground up. So you're laying down, it's coming from the ground up. And that bright white light is pushing through a red ball, pushing all of those fears of financial insecurity, of homelessness, of joblessness, of physical safety. It's pushing all of those fears up and out. It's pushing it out, out, out. And you're pushing, and you imagine that white light, like warm and strong and powerful, and it's just like pushing further up up into your sacral chakra. That ball is orange. It's right before your navel. And that ball glows warm orange light. And so imagine that bright white light that just passed through the red light. It's now coming to the orange. That chakra governs creativity and passion. I want you to acknowledge any fears related to your creativity or your ability to experience pleasure in life. Some blocks could be a creative block. Some fears could be that you're not able to generate new ideas, or you're not able to produce work. Some fears may be of rejection or criticism. Some fears may be, maybe it's not even a fear, but a block could be a loss of passion. Maybe you just don't feel any passion or enthusiasm as you once did. Some fears in this area can be that you compare yourself to others, and maybe you feel like comparing yourself to others who are more successful or more talented in your view. It could also be a fear of failure. Your fear of failing in a creative endeavor or anything that you try out, just the sheer fear of failing. Or is it that you just don't lack inspiration? Maybe you feel like you're running out of inspiration, or you're running out of creative ideas. I want to acknowledge any fears that are related to your creativity or your ability to experience pleasure in life. What is that? Are you a perfectionist and you're just waiting for everything to be perfect before you can get into a creative? So I want you to feel what any blocks that you have there, whether it be creative block, a block of rejection and criticism, loss of passion, you comparing yourself to others. You may have fear of failure or lack of inspiration. And I want you to get that bright white light that's coming from the root chakra, strong, bold, heavy. And I want you to push that white light from the bottom of your base, and it's going up to that orange spot, your navel, by your belly button. And I want you to feel that light. It kind of tickles. If you're thinking about it, it's kind of like tingly and warm, and kind of tickles. I want you to push that light. Imagine that light there, and it's pushing it, it's cleansing it, it's filtering it, it's cleansing all of the bad emotions, belief systems that no longer serve you, and it's cleansing it all, opening it for new ways of thinking, believing, acting, feeling, and thriving. And push that white light up, 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 up into your stomach. That's in the middle of your solar plexus, is radiating bright yellow light. That's right on your abdomen. And this chakra represents personal power and self-esteem. It also acknowledges any fears that have to do with you holding back from asserting yourself or pursuing your success. So I think this is a big one. Acknowledge any fears that you have holding you back from asserting yourself into pursuing success. Is it lack of self-belief? Is it fear of judgment? Is it fear of change? Some people fear change due to uncertainty that it brings. And so I want you to think about that bright yellow light that's in the middle of your stomach. We're just going through a guided meditation here. And I want you to focus on that bright yellow light that's in the middle of your stomach. Is it fear of confrontation or conflict? Is it fear of success? Surprisingly, some people have fear of itself because it means that there's increased responsibilities or just all the changes that come with the fears of being successful. What is acknowledge any fears that have you holding yourself back from asserting yourself or pursuing success? Is that lack of self-belief? Is it fear of judgment? Is it fear of change? Is it fear of confrontation? Is it fear of success? Or do you have imposter syndrome? Some people feel that they're not truly qualified or deserving of success. It could also be fear of rejection. Many people fear rejection or being disapproved. I want you to acknowledge that fear that you have that's holding you back from asserting yourself and pursuing your success. And I want you to take your personal power back and boost your self-esteem by bringing that bright white light back down from the base chakra, from the red ball. It's coming up straight through the red ball. Powerful. It's so powerful. It's just like it just went right through. Just cleaned it right through. And then it went right through the orange ball. And now it's coming up to your solar plexus, the yellow ball right in the middle of your stomach, and it's cleansing and clarifying all of those fears that have led you to turn in your personal power. That bright light that's flashing through from the base of your root chakra all the way up to your solar plexus is now refilling you with your true power. And so it's enabling you to see through these fears as chains around your body, and with each breath you are breaking free of all of these chains, allowing your inner strength and your confidence to shine. Now we're going to move forward up into your heart chakra, where is a beautiful emerald green light, and that's at the center of your chest. This chakra is all about love, compassion, forgiveness. I want you to acknowledge any fears related to love or past hurts. Fear of a heartbreak, fear of abandonment, fear of betrayal, fear of being vulnerable, fear of being intimate, whether it's emotional or physically intimate, fear of commitment, or fear of being alone. It's also fearing being alone can drive people to stay in unhealthy and unfulfilling relationships rather than facing the prospect of being alone. So I want you to think and acknowledge of any fears that are relating to past love or hurt, whether it be fear of repeating patterns or fear of emotional attachment. Also, some people can fear becoming too emotionally attached to somebody because they worry about the pain and loss that can come. So I want you to think about that fear that you personally are holding in, or the block, the heartbreak, the abandonment, the betrayal. I want you to think about all of that, those emotions, and we're going to start cleansing and clearing them out. when we cleanse and clear out the emotions in the heart, it's not saying that you are forgotten. We're not um neglecting or avoiding the situation. You're merely saying, I acknowledge you, it's valid, and now I'm going to move forward. And so you're going to be moving forward here by calling in that white light coming down from the root chakra, coming straight past, just it's just like a bullet. It's just going straight up. Now the white light is just passing through the red, the orange, the yellow, and coming straight up to the heart, the green. And you feel that. I want you to like just for a minute, just sit there and feel that light from the base of your chakra coming. And I want you to imagine it. Imagine like if the light were to be like little particles, and they're just kind of like radiating higher and higher and higher, and it's just like getting stronger and brighter and warmer and hotter. And all that bright light is cleansing from the base of your root chakra all the way up through your soul, through your solar plexus, and up to your heart chakra. And I can feel it very, very, very heavy. And the light does not, it wants to block the light from coming in because there's a lot of heaviness in there. So I want you to take a deep breath, breathe out. And just let that bright white light in, even if it's slowly. I want you to imagine that bright light coming up into the heart chakra, coming in this cleansing, and it's actually starting to feel a little warm. You might begin to feel yourself smile. It just feels like a bright light shining on your face, and just like that warm fuzzy feeling in your heart. And I want you to embody that feeling, that warm fuzzy feeling. I want you to bring that, and I want you to bring it back down to your stomach too. Because that's where you carry your power, and that's where you're taking your power back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. So don't let that bright light dull. Keep that light bright. Keep that bright coming up, 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 up into your throat chakra. I want you to shift your attention coming up past your heart and up to your throat chakra. This is a calming blue light. This throat chakra governs communication and self-expression. It acknowledges any fears that you have silenced your voice, or maybe you have held back your true thoughts and feelings. So I want you to think about any fears that you have, where you have silenced your own voice, or knowing that you are just holding back your true thoughts or feelings. What are those feelings? Is it fear of being misunderstood? Is it fear of being a repercussion? In some situations, you might fear negative repercussions for speaking your mind. Is there a fear of alienation, a fear of being alienated or isolated from a social or professional group? Is there a fear of consequences, such as backlash or punishment for speaking your truth? Or do you have a fear of being ridiculed, worried about being ridiculed or mocked by others? I want you to visualize any fears that has locked your lips. And with each breath, I want you to unlock and open your throat chakra. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. So I want you to, again, imagine that bright white light coming back down from the base of the root chakra and up past your orange chakra, your sacral chakra, and up to your solar chakra, your solar plexus, your stomach. have that light, bright light shine through all the way up to your heart chakra. And the key is that you feel that warm light. The key, the trick of manifesting is to feel it in the belly. So I want you to feel all of that bright light in the belly coming all the way up, like a knowing, like just like a warm, fuzzy feeling. And I want you to push it through up towards your heart. Let your heart feel nice and warm. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. As you're breathing out, that white light is shining up, up, up towards your throat chakra. And it's starting to cleanse all of those fears of being misunderstood, fears of having repercussion for speaking up, any fears of being alienated for speaking your truth, any fears that or any consequence that you may have around speaking and expressing your true thoughts and feelings. May the bright light wash all of those feelings from your throat chakra, allowing you to authentically speak clearly and with confidence. Take a deep breath and one last release there. As we move up and make our journey up towards our third eye chakra, an indigo light in between the eyebrow, and this chakra represents your intuition and your insights. Acknowledge any fears that you have clouding your judgment or your intuition. The fears can be fear of repeating the past or having the past repeat itself. Past traumatic experiences or failures can create a fear of history repeating itself. Do you have a fear of regrets? Regretting decisions can lead to overthinking or indecisions to the present. Do you have fear of change? Change can hinder the judgment when facing the opportunities for personal or professional growth. Is it fear of loss? Fear of losing something valuable, such as a job, relationship? Is it a fear of making mistakes? Or merely the fear of the unknown? And I want you to acknowledge the fears that you have that have clouded your judgment or your intuition. Is it fear of regret, fear of change, fear of loss, fear of making mistakes? And I want you to grab that bright white light again and bring in it strong as ever. This is going to just kind of rock it all the way through up from the base chakra, the red ball, the orange ball, the yellow ball, the green ball, the blue ball, up to your throat. And that bright light is shining bright, warm, more powerful than ever. And it's pouring through up past your throat, up your neck, up your face, up to your third eye, and it's cleansing that indigo ball there that represents your intuition and your insight, and it's cleansing the fears as fog is being lifted. Take a deep breath. And I want you to push that bright white light up and past your third eye. It's cleansing and clearing out the fogginess. And it's allowing you the light your intuition needs to shine brightly. And it's guiding you towards the path of success. So I want you to just take another deep breath. Then breathe out all the fears as fog is lifting. With each breath, allow the light of your intuition to shine brightly and pushing and guiding you towards the path of success through your creativity and your now profound, clear judgment and intuition. Take a deep breath in, and we're going down to our final chakra, the crown chakra is at the top of your head. Violet and white light at the top of your head. So this chakra connects you to the divine, and it represents your higher self. Acknowledge any fears that you have disconnecting you from your higher purpose and your divine guidance. So any fears that have you disconnected from your higher purpose. Is it fear of rejection? Having fear of rejection or being rejected or judged by others for your spiritual beliefs or practices can lead people to hide or suppress their spiritual journey, disconnecting them from their higher purpose. Or do you have fear of doubt? Some individuals fear doubt or skepticism about their spiritual beliefs, causing them to resist exploring new ideas or question their existing beliefs. Or is it fear of commitment to a spiritual path? Because that involves change in a lifestyle and perspective. Is it a fear of inadequacy? Some people fear feeling inadequate or unworthy of receiving divine guidance, leading them to disconnect and seeking it altogether. Or fear of unfamiliar beliefs. Some people fear exploring or adopting beliefs and practices that are unfamiliar to them. There's also the fear of losing the aspect of your current life and identity. So I want you to acknowledge and think about any fears that have disconnected you from your higher purpose. Is it fear of persecution for believing a certain belief or being discriminated for your spiritual beliefs? So all of those beliefs, when it comes to how you connect to your divine and your higher self, all the fears that you have, I want you to get all those fears, put them in that violet or white ball on the top of your crown of your head, and we're gonna wash all of those fears out by taking a deep breath. Bring in that white light from the base of your red chakra and blow out. As that white light is coming and clearing all of the 7 chakras from the base, your red, your orange, your yellow, your green, your blue, your indigo, all the way up to the top of the crown of your chakra, all the way up to the top of your head, your crown chakra. And I want you to take a deep breath. And all those belief systems that have to do with you connecting to your higher self and not being able to do that for fear of being judged or persecuted, or just your own fear of your own belief system, I want you to cleanse that by releasing. Take a deep breath. And cleanse all of that. So you to imagine and visualize the crown of your head, the crown chakra, the top of your head being cleared out by a bright light, a bright white light. And it's giving you a new slate board, a new opportunity and permission to say, to have your own belief systems and your own spiritual practices, and it's safe for you to express yourself. Take a few minutes and breathe deep. And I want you to take those few deep breaths and the feeling of sense of lightness and freedom as you are releasing these fears and blockages from each chakra. So let's just do a couple more cleansing, going from the bottom all the way to the top, releasing any of those fears that you are holding on tight. And I want you just to take a deep breath in and release all of those fears and blockages from each chakra, lifting you up, allowing the divine wisdom and guidance to flow in, and feel the connection to you and your higher self and your sense of purpose, your sense of knowing, and your sense of belonging. I know that you are where you are supposed to be. And all is in divine timing. Take one last deep breath and breathe out hard as you release the last endings of those blockages. Just gently open up your eyes and return to the present moment. Carrying with you is now a renewed sense of clarity, confidence, and purpose as you start this journey towards success in love and money. So I hope you enjoyed that guided meditation.